London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. It's not do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pace. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching, rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told, gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate, we gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays when I'm doing.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Bronco switch.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably in the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. Go check. Hey.
Another run for Gibbs here. And some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that...
Oh, no, the first throw of his career is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 25 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
It's not rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First and 10, here's Pacheco. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hooker now on second down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could rip. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 91 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Down right around the 25. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On the move past the 40, and finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Hurt.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first.
First down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
25-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
To say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Hooker now off play action. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
3rd and goal, option right, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Riblet! Where's Hart?
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. Oh, some strong running. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
39 yards there, a big one.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw, and it all comes together for Big Yo.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
15. Let's get it. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hooker going to try to throw for it. That's caught, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. A give to Pacheco off the option. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 159 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Here's Pacheco once again. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Lions' 14-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Bucker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses.